Imagine a bustling city teeming with activity. Buildings rise high, transportation systems move people and goods. In the biological world, the cell is like this city, a fundamental unit of life, a microscopic metropolis where countless processes occur to keep life going. A cell contains specialized components called organelles. These organelles work together in harmony to maintain the cell's life and allow it to perform its role within a larger organism. The cell is the basic building block of all known life. Cells are essential for life because they carry out all the functions necessary for an organism to survive and thrive. From basic metabolic processes like converting food into energy to complex functions like movement and reproduction, cells are the workhorses of the biological world. They form the tissues, organs, and systems that make up a living organism, allowing it to function as a cohesive whole. In single-celled organisms, the cell is the entire organism, responsible for all life processes. In multicellular organisms, cells specialize and work together, forming a complex network of interconnected units. This specialization allows for greater complexity and efficiency in carrying out life functions. For instance, muscle cells contract to enable movement, nerve cells transmit signals, and immune cells protect against disease. The very existence of life depends on the intricate workings of these tiny units. The cell membrane is a vital component of every cell, acting as a protective barrier that separates the cell's internal environment from the outside world. Think of it as the city walls, regulating what enters and exits the cell, maintaining a stable internal environment essential for life. This selective permeability allows the cell to take in nutrients, expel waste products, and communicate with its surroundings. The cell membrane is composed primarily of lipids and proteins. Embedded within this lipid bilayer are various proteins that perform specific functions, such as transporting molecules across the membrane or receiving signals from the external environment. It controls the flow of ions, nutrients, and waste products, ensuring that the cell has the necessary resources to function while preventing the entry of harmful substances. The cell membrane is also involved in cell signaling, allowing cells to communicate with each other and respond to changes in their environment. At the heart of most eukaryotic cells lies the nucleus, the control center of the cell. This organelle houses the cell's genetic material, DNA, which contains the instructions for building and operating the entire cell. The nucleus is like the city hall, containing the blueprints and regulations that govern all cellular activities. The nucleus is enclosed by a double membrane called the nuclear envelope, which separates it from the cytoplasm. Inside the nucleus, DNA is organized into chromosomes, which contain the genes that determine the cell's characteristics and functions. The nucleus plays a critical role in cell division, ensuring that each daughter cell receives a complete copy of the genetic material. It also controls the expression of genes, determining which proteins are produced and when. Surrounding the nucleus is the cytoplasm, a gel-like substance that fills the cell and houses various organelles. The cytoplasm is like the city's bustling streets and open spaces, where various activities take place. It's a dynamic environment where molecules are constantly being transported, chemical reactions occur, and organelles carry out their specialized functions. The cytoplasm consists primarily of water, along with dissolved ions, nutrients, and proteins. It provides a medium for the movement of organelles and molecules within the cell. The cytoskeleton, a network of protein filaments, provides structural support and facilitates intracellular transport within the cytoplasm. Within the cytoplasm, various organelles carry out specific functions essential for cell survival. Mitochondria generate energy, ribosomes synthesize proteins, and the endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi apparatus process and transport molecules. Mitochondria are often referred to as the powerhouses of the cell because they are responsible for generating most of the cell's energy. These double-membraned organelles are the site of cellular respiration, a process that converts nutrients into ATP, the cell's primary energy currency. Like power plants within the city, mitochondria provide the energy that fuels cellular activities. Mitochondria have a unique structure, with an inner membrane folded into cristae, increasing the surface area for ATP production. They contain their own DNA and ribosomes, suggesting that they may have once been independent organisms that were engulfed by early cells. The process of cellular respiration involves a series of complex biochemical reactions that break down glucose and other nutrients, releasing energy that is used to synthesize ATP. This ATP then provides the energy for various cellular processes, such as muscle contraction, protein synthesis, and active transport across membranes. Ribosomes are the protein synthesis machines of the cell, responsible for translating the genetic code into proteins. These tiny structures, composed of RNA and protein, are found either free-floating in the cytoplasm or attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. They read the messenger RNA, mRNA molecules transcribed from DNA and assemble amino acids into polypeptide chains, which then fold into functional proteins. Ribosomes are essential for cell growth, repair, and function. Proteins are the building blocks of cells and perform a vast array of functions, including catalyzing biochemical reactions, transporting molecules, and providing structural support. The ribosomes are the construction workers of the cell, building the proteins that carry out the city's essential tasks. The process of protein synthesis is a complex and tightly regulated process, involving the coordinated action of mRNA, transfer RNA, tRNA, and ribosomes. Ribosomes are essential for converting genetic information into functional proteins, the workhorses of the cell. Beyond the nucleus, cytoplasm, mitochondria, and ribosomes, cells contain a variety of other organelles and substances. The endoplasmic reticulum synthesizes proteins and lipids, while the Golgi apparatus processes and packages them. Lysosomes break down unwanted materials. The cytoskeleton provides structural support and facilitates movement. Vacuoles store water, nutrients, and waste. These organelles and substances work together to maintain cell functions. Pause 1s. Now that we've explored the various organelles and substances within the cell, it's time to delve into how these components communicate and coordinate with each other to keep the cell functioning efficiently. Pause 2s. Imagine a bustling city where each organelle represents a different department, each with its own unique role. The endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi apparatus work hand in hand, much like a factory and a shipping department, ensuring proteins and lipids are correctly synthesized and sent to their destinations. Pause 2s. Lysosomes act as the city's recycling centers, breaking down waste and keeping the environment clean. Meanwhile, the cytoskeleton serves as the city's infrastructure, providing roads and support for transportation and movement. Pause 2s. Vacuoles, like storage warehouses, keep essential supplies on hand, ensuring the cell has what it needs to thrive. Pause 2s. This intricate communication and coordination among organelles is essential for the cell's survival and efficiency, much like the harmony required in a well-run city. Pause 3s. For more videos like this, subscribe to my channel.